Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam, total world victory of Hari Krishna. Welcome back to another Bhagavad Gita class with your host, me, Prahlad. And today we are doing Bhagavad Gita 5.13. Let's get straight into it. Sarva-karmāṇi manasā sannyasyaste sukham vaśī nava-dvāre pure dehī naiva kurvan na kārayan sarva all karmani activities manasā manasā this is a dash, it's a big A. Manasā by the mind. Sannyasya giving up. Āste remains. Sukham in happiness. Vaśī one who is controlled. Nava-dvāre in the place where there are 9 gates. Puri in the city. Delī the embodied soul. Na never. Eva certainly. Kurvan doing nothing. Na not. Kārayan causing to be done. Translation: when the embodied living being controls his nature and mentally renounces all actions, he resides happily in the city of 9 gates, the material body, neither working nor causing work to be done. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The embodied soul lives in the city of 9 gates. The activities of the body or the figurative city of the body are conducted automatically by the particular modes of nature. The soul, although subjecting himself to the conditions of the body, can be beyond those conditions if he so desires. Owing only to forgetfulness of his superior nature, he identifies with the material body and therefore suffers. By Kṛṣṇa consciousness, he can revive his real position and thus come out of his embodiment. Therefore, when one takes to Kṛṣṇa consciousness, one at once becomes completely aloof from bodily activities. In such a controlled life in which his deliberations are changed, he lives happily within the city of 9 gates. The 9 gates are described as follows: nava-dvāre pure deliberations lelayate dehī vaśī sarvasya lokasya sthitarvayasya karasya cha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is living within the body of the living entity, is the controller of all living entities all over the universe. The body consists of 9 gates, 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 ears, 1 mouth, the anus, and the genital. The living entity in his conditioned stage identifies himself with the body, but when he identifies himself with the Lord within himself, he becomes just as free as the Lord, even while in the body. Therefore, a Kṛṣṇa conscious person is free from both the outer and inner activities of the material body. Make sense? Hare Krishna, Hare Bol. Looking at the differences, there's not that many. Interesting. In the original edition, are conducted automatically by the particular modes of nature. It's been changed to are conducted automatically by its particular modes of nature. That does change the meaning, thinking about it. When you say the particular modes of nature, it implies that the particular modes of nature are a thing separate. And then when it says its particular modes of nature, does not imply that it is the particular modes of nature are separate from the body, but is more not a symptom, but a accessory. No, forgot the right word to use, but it's more a part of the body, instead of the particular modes of nature being the particular modes of nature. I wonder what it says here. Doesn't say anything about that. What's this? The noun referring to the external organs of reproduction is genitals. It is not used in the singular. The word genital exists only as an adjective. That does make sense. So, the original edition, the 9 gates are described as follows. It has been changed to the 9 gates are mentioned as follows. There's a weird change. Why would they say, nah, I didn't say anything there. Why would they change described to mentioned? I guess it doesn't really describe the 9 gates in the following quote. It says the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yeah, doesn't really describe the 9 gates, but it does talk about it. But I guess talking about it is describing it, so it's just not needed. So the next change, they've gone from a colon, which indicates a list, start of a list, or a semicolon indicates the start of a list. And then it has a list of the 9 gates. It's been changed to where it's a bracket, which to me is just an inconsequential change. doesn't do anything. But the change where genital to genitals, to me that makes sense. I'm not sure if it's going closer to the manuscript. Genital. Yeah. Technically not going close to the manuscript, but I do understand why you would put genitals instead of genital. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I find the word a bit funny. Anyway, serious. The last change is that they've gone from Svet to Svetasvatara Upanishad. It's giving more of a reference to where it's from. Anyway, that's it for the changes. Not that many. Talking about the actual purport itself, yeah, I find it interesting how I don't know why it didn't instantly click, but it says he resides happily in the city of the 9 gates. Is the translation. He resides happily in the city of the 9 gates, the material body. And I didn't instantly make the connection between the city of the 9 gates is the material body. But yeah, I've never really heard elsewhere the material body be called the city of the nine gates? But yeah, I guess it is a city of the nine gates. You got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Yeah, city of the nine gates. And I think it's important that it is a city. Cities being busy hubs of trade, traffic. There's all this stuff going on, and that's basically what the material body is. It also says the activities of the body, or the figurative city of the body, are conducted automatically by the particular modes of nature. So yeah, as a city is basically run by all of these different organizations and people, your body is also the same sort of thing. But again, talking about city analogy, there will be like a head person, like a mayor of the city, which is basically the soul. And it says, by Kṛṣṇa consciousness he can reveal his real position and thus come out of his embodiment. It's really pounding home in this chapter specifically. Being in Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Yesterday's verse was talking about in Kṛṣṇa consciousness. You'll have the peace. I'll go back for the people who missed it. The steady, devoted soul attains unadulterated peace because he offers the results of all activities to me. And it says, one is therefore filled with peace in Kṛṣṇa consciousness. So, Kṛṣṇa consciousness brings about peace. And then here it says, by Kṛṣṇa consciousness, he can revive his real position, thus come out of his embodiment. And then, it says, even though even while in the body, he becomes just as free as the Lord when he identifies himself within the Lord. But that's in the Sarvetasvatara Upanishad. Therefore, a Kṛṣṇa conscious person free from both outer and inner activities of the material body. Yeah, but from a typical scientific standpoint, the inner activities of your material body, would be all of the your blood moved around, food being digested, chemicals being chemical signals being transported, all that sort of stuff. And that's all from the material standpoint. But then you got the particular modes of nature that are being affecting your body internally, Maya, all that sort of stuff, which counts. But then when it says free from both outer and inner activities in the material body, you'd be free from all those inner activities. I'm not sure if you'd be free from I guess being free and not having is two different things. You wouldn't want your blood just stop moving or your heart stop because you're free from inactivities. But if I go back to what I was saying, you'll be free from the karmic reactions, the inactivity. No, it's not an inactivity to your body. That's more of a spiritual or spirit thing. It's your soul. It's where your karma comes with, not the material body, but the effects of Maya and the particular modes of nature. You'll be free from that. And then the outer activities, you'll be free from. Also, in the previous purport, it says, I was talking about someone who is concerned with the results of their work. I was talking about people who aren't in Kṛṣṇa consciousness have sort of a, because if you are the material body, you'll be worried and anxious and not have the peace all the time, because you're like, I gotta be successful, I need to do this in life. You'll be material. Whereas, a person in Kṛṣṇa consciousness knows that everything is controlled and everything is a part of Kṛṣṇa. So he'll take care of it. So it's all good. So there'll be that peace. And so when it says, therefore, a Kṛṣṇa conscious person will be free from outer activities, that's what it's talking about. Not having to deal with all of the material world, with the material body. Yeah. Think of a contemporary application. I guess, talk about this point here. Such a controlled life he is, in which his deliberations are changed. He lives happily within the city of 9 gates. And that's the controlled life being, therefore, when one takes to Kṛṣṇa consciousness. So, I know that, people aren't, there are people who aren't happy within this city of 9 gates. They're unhappy with their own sort of body. In current times, there'll be, one of the things is like gender dysphoria or dysmorphia or something like that. People, not knowing their gender, they'll change genders and stuff. They're just unhappy within their own body, within their own city of 9 gates. And I think that, the people within Kṛṣṇa consciousness, or Kṛṣṇa consciousness brings a peace. Exactly. It brings happiness within the city of the 9 gates when Kṛṣṇa consciousness is there. That's what it does. From my experience, that's what it does. So that's the sort of the contemporary application, talking about the current times. Okay, so to finish us off, going back to the verse itself, sarva-karmāṇi manasā. I'm trying to get the pronunciation correct with the long A's and the short A's. Sannyasyaste, sannyasyāste, sukham vaśī, nava-dvāre, delī, naiva kurvan, kārayan. Yeah, I didn't say it in the right meter. I'm trying. Okay, sarva-karmāṇi manasā, sannyasyaste, sukham vaśī, nava-dvāre delī, naiva kurvan kārayan. When the embodied living being controls his nature and mentally renounces all actions, he resides happily in the city of the 9 gates, the material body, neither working nor causing work to be done. Yeah, thank you guys for watching live. If you're watching live, thank you for watching afterwards. If you're watching afterwards, also thank you for the comment. If you're enjoying any of the content that we do here, give it a like, give it a share, tag your friends. I'll be back next week to do some more Bhagavad-gita classes. Yeah, good morning, good evening, or good night. It's a good night for me. And yeah, see you guys next time. Param Vijayate Shri Krishna. Oh, I forgot to. Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam to the world victory of Hare Krishna. Haribol.